You wanted the best. You got the best. The monsters and the
You guys are
morning.
kind of looking for money. Like, you're crossing the line. Let's get back to Alterbridge.
Right. So when Miles Kennedy goes out and he's doing something else with Slash, who obviously is another great guitar, do you get
Jealous.
a little jealous?
Big
Is it-
time.
Because
He's like, screw you, Slash. You don't do it like Tremonti.
Yeah, he's kind of cheating on you with another lead guitar player who's got a big name.
Yeah, do you get a hat? Do you go get like a bucket hat and be like, I can wear that hat. It's not a big deal. What do you do, Mark?
Slash has always been a good guy, and he's me. We all just plan way in advance. So whenever we put out a record, we make sure we got about a year and a half to promote it, and they do the same thing in the Slash camp. And Slash was actually the first guy to come to the table to help me spread the word about this new project I'm doing. So
yeah, we're gonna get into that for sure. Yeah, man, we are very excited to have you in here today. We really do appreciate it. And what is the new project that you're working on? I think this is going to surprise people.
So I recorded a record of Frank Sinatra tunes with Frank Sinatra's band, his surviving band members, and it was about the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
I was not expecting that, Mark. I gotta tell you, I was like sitting here like after the conversation and knowing a little bit about you, I would not have put that on the old bingo card.
And unlike Alterbridge, they love the metal riffs.
It is kind of crazy. And you knew, Mark, people would not expect that, right? Because how many people in the metal world even have ever listened to a Frank Sinatra song?
Everybody hears it at Christmas time throughout their lives, and it's in everybody's subconscious. But for me, it was something that I kind of obsessed about, and I always
So you're
felt
singing?
like
You're singing. You're going to be doing for Sinatra the whole like standard kind of deal. You're not like taking rock and then making it to Sinatra.
No.
I'm trying to figure it all out here,
Carlos,
Mark.
we're going to play it here in a second. When you hear it, when I heard
Wow.
it, I was like, okay, he's lip syncing. There's no way. I mean, okay, so
Because I
Mark,
love Frank, man. I love that style of music. So this is right. So is my wife. This is right up my alley. So you got fresh ears here, my friend.
So, Mark, before we play it, did you have someone like train you, sit down and say, okay, because if you've been able to sing like that your entire life, like why are you not the lead singer of your own band?
Well, this is something that I always loved to do, and then when I did the deep dive, I realized, I think I can do this. I want to do something with this for my career, but I don't know if my fans would dig it.
Wow.
And then my daughter, my wife was pregnant, and we got the diagnosis that my daughter had Down syndrome. So I'm like, you know what? There's a reason why I'm diving so deep into this Frank Sinatra thing. Frank Sinatra was a huge philanthropist. He raised over $1 billion for charity. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a Sinatra record. I'm going to do it for charity. I'm going to, it would be
Good
the perfect,
for you.
perfect opportunity for me to sing Sinatra tunes because I love it so much and raise money for a good cause. So all the stars kind of align for it.
So
That's the thing that people don't realize, I think, Mark, is that you're coming from a place of love when you're doing these songs like this. You could tell it comes through that you genuinely love Frank Sinatra. You genuinely have a love for these songs, and it's not a goof. You are, let's do it.
Brother,
you are crushing it.
This is a metal god, really. One of the, number 4 on the list of best of all time, Mark Tremonti, and this is him tackling a Frank Sinatra song to help raise money for Down syndrome.
I've got you under my skin.
What?
I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never will go so well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know so well I've got you under my skin.
That is
What? Dude! Mark! Mark. Oh my God.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And Mark, so what? I mean, when your fans have heard this, do they have the same
Wow.
reaction that we're having? Because we're like, I can't believe that's him, and it's amazing. Or do you have some like metal people like that?
That ain't rock.
No, man, this has been the biggest response I've ever gotten in my entire career. You know, I've been professional now for about 25 years, and there's been no record I've done, no performance I've done that's gotten this kind of response. So it's been really exciting.
How long have you known that you can sing like that?
Yeah, for real.
I've always kind of sang along, but for the past 3 years, I've been really trying my best to emulate exactly what he does, and did the deep dive and read all the books and watched all the movies and
You
studied.
sound just like him. You sound, I mean, if
Brother.
you, especially right at the top, man, I was like, oh, so this is like maybe a back. I'm like, oh my God, that's you. Congratulations, man. That is, you deserve this acclaim, man. Because I mean, it's such a, dude, this could be the next phase of your career. This Michael Bublé, this kind of, it's,
Nah, he's still got the metal riffs in him, though. He's got to let
You
those
do
metal
both.
riffs out.
You do both, but that must have been frustrating when you're in Creed and Scott's acting like a jerk or something. You're like, hey, I could sing this song even better right now, okay? But I'm just gonna riff it up real quick, you know?
I don't think back in the Creed days I would have felt as confident to be able to do this as now. I think it takes it took me doing my solo project where I'm on stage singing in front of people to be able to do it.
Hey,
I never wanted to be that guy on stage in front talking to the crowd. It's not the singing thing when you're a singer in a band. It's that entertaining thing, and that was never. I was the guy on the side that just.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, tell us about the fundraising aspect of this, because you said one of the things you wanted to do was to raise money for Down syndrome. How can we help support you, I guess, is my question.
Yeah.
And how does this help?
If you go to TremontiSingsSinatra.com, there's links to Donate Now, which goes straight to NDSS, which is National Down Syndrome Society. They were nice enough to partner with us, so if anybody spends a penny on this, it goes straight to charity for folks with Down syndrome, and it's a tax write-off. So we got to use their organization to help us with that. So there's records on there, there's shirts on there, there's just a Donate Now button that you can just donate. But the bigger picture thing here is I'm starting a organization called Take a Chance for Charity, which is going to challenge people like all you guys right now, challenge everybody who has a platform to take a chance for charity. Do something that your fan base would have no idea that you're either capable of or would want to do, or it can be serious, it can be funny, just something different that your fan base would not see coming.
I love it.
The most fun you ever had raising money for charity. So yeah. So
real quick, the whole album drops. Looks like here they're saying May the 27th, and it's 14 tracks of Mark Tremonti doing Frank Sinatra tunes. Man, you crush it.
Hey,
dude.
Mark, so many people are texting us right now, and they think this is an April Fool's joke.
Oh, dang.
Can you let them know that no, that's really you singing?
yeah, that's people keep on saying is this April Fool's, but I've got you. It's come on. It's
Keep going. Damn.
That's great,
I
man.
practice this stuff to death. This is I'm always sitting right next to my book here. So I spent probably, I don't know how many hundreds of hours with my Frank Sinatra. This is my
Bible.
study.
Your vibe.
Look at that, man. You did the work.
Mark, what was that like being, like you mentioned in the recording process that you've got all the guys from Sinatra's band. What's the pressure like that when you're in that room with those guys and they were, they worked with the man and you're there doing those songs?
You got the suit on.
Everybody was saying, like one of my best friends was interviewing me for the interviews for this. And he's like, so how nervous were you? How terrified were you? And, everybody else was like, aren't you scared to go up there? And I said, I'm not scared at all. I can't wait to get in there. This is something that, the big difference between doing this to just put out and doing it for charity is, what's somebody going to say? Hey, you did a bad job raising money for charity.
Yeah.
It's coming from a good place. And also I knew I practiced the hell out of this stuff. I knew every word how I was going to sing it. I was prepared and I was dying to do it. Before I did this, I was just going to find some local guys that play some local restaurants and do some Sinatra covers.
Oh, that's funny. Dude,
my manager said that his guitar teacher taught him when he was a kid. Frank Sinatra's touring guitar player. So he hooked him up with Mike Smith, who was Frank Sinatra's band leader, and we were off to the races.
Wow. You know, I talked to Dale Torborg probably maybe it was a year ago, and he told me that you were working on this. And then at the time, he's like, "So yeah, I want you to do something, Russ. You need to do something like that." I said, "I can't sing, Dale. I can, you know." And what you did, you know. You don't look dumb. It's like, oh my God, Mark can really, really sing. Are you going to have other celebrities that are going to do stuff? Because I don't know if I can give it away, but he told me something that Larry the Cable Guy might be doing. Do you have other celebrities that are jumping on board to do things that is outside the box for him?
Well, I would love Larry and Dan, to do a project. I did something with him many, many years ago. I did a song called "Lord, I Apologize," one of his first comedy records, and that record went gold back in. But anyways, I haven't reached out to him yet, but he's one of my friends, and he was just an example. How about we ask a guy like Larry the Cable Guy to do a rap song, a funny rap song, and then challenge Snoop Dogg to do a country song, or Snoop Dogg stand-up comedy. It doesn't have to be music; it can be anything. But I've been on the phone nonstop with all my friends, and not even friends. People have been reaching out about this project to see how they can contribute. But I don't want to say who yet, because I don't want to
ruin it.
Point people if it doesn't come through. But I'm talking about 10 different people right now. So like when I'm on with you guys like you guys would be perfect. It doesn't matter if you can sing good or sing bad. You spend a minute recording something funny that nobody would expect, and raise $100,000 for charity before you know it, and you've done something good, and you can put a smile on your face, and it's a win-win for everybody.
Well, I talked to Dale yesterday because we knew you were coming on, and he and I talked back and forth for about 20 minutes about what we could do. So we have some ideas, but any way we can help you with promoting it with other celebrities, or helping you promote your, we love you, man. So you're welcome to come on.
You wanted the best.